Chapter 1, Lesson 4, Ideas to Explore. Compare our two peninsulas. Neighbors to know: Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin. Places to discover: Ann Arbor, Dearborn, Detroit, Escanaba, Flint, Grand Rapids, Livonia, Marquette, Monroe, Mount Arvon, Porcupine Mountains, Sault Ste. Marie, St. Ignace, Sterling Heights, Warren, Words to Welcome, Captial, Copper, Counties, Feature, Iron, Region. Be Michigan Map Smart. Think about this question while you read. How has Michigan's geography affected the way people live? Susie says, I want to be a geographer someday. Luke asks, what on earth is a geographer? Well, Luke, you have part of the answer already, Susie says. Luke says, what do you mean, Susie? Susie adds, geographers study the earth. They like to read maps and learn about the land. I really like maps. I can learn a lot from maps. I can see where to find cities. I can learn where to find the high places, the mountains. I can find the low places, valleys. I can see lakes and discover islands. Okay, Susie, I want to learn more about geography too. I want to look at a map and find where we are, says Luke. Susie points to a map. See, Michigan is the northern part of the United States. It is not in the far west. It is not on the east side. It is near the middle. What else do you see? Michigan has 4 neighbors. 3 of them are other states. These states touch Michigan. Ohio and Indiana are to the south. The third is Wisconsin. The 4th neighbor is Canada. Canada is a country like the United States. It is north and east of us. Find it on a map. What do these 2 countries share? Canada and the United States share the Great Lakes. 3 rivers form the border between Canada and us. To reach Canada, you must cross a river. Bridges make this easy to do. The land of our state and Canada do not touch. Michigan and Canada are friends. You can cross the border at any time. Some people go on trips to Canada. Many products are shipped between us. Our big cities. Most people in our state live in cities. The largest city is Detroit. Over 800,000 people live there. It is the 11th largest city in the United States. Detroit began over 300 years ago, but it is not our oldest city. It is in the Lower Peninsula. Detroit is near Canada. Find it on a map. Our second largest city is not as big as Detroit. It is much smaller. This is Grand Rapids. It is west of Detroit. Almost 200,000 people live in Grand Rapids. It is in the western part of the Lower Peninsula. Grand Rapids was started about 170 years ago. Check out the map that shows our state at night. The light seen from space lets you see where people live. You can see much light around Detroit. Many of Michigan's people live nearby. There are other large cities within a few miles. One of these is Warren. It is our 3rd largest city. Some other big cities are Ann Arbor, Dearborn, Livonia, and Sterling Heights. They are all near Detroit. Can you find them on the map? Why do you think so many people live near Detroit? Do not forget Lansing. It has about 120,000 people. Lansing is our state capital. This is a city where our state laws are made. The governor's office is in Lansing. Flint is also a large city. Flint is almost the same size as Lansing. For a long time, Flint has been known for making cars and trucks. Look at the Upper Peninsula. The cities are much smaller there. The largest is Marquette. It started in 1850. About 20,000 people lived there. It is near the center of the peninsula. South of Marquette is Escanaba. Head to the east. You will find another large city. It is Sault Ste. Marie. Which is the oldest city in Michigan? This is Sault Ste. Marie. It began in 1668. That was a long time ago. Nearby is St. Ignace, the second oldest Michigan city. It began in 1671. Compare our peninsulas. Climate. The Upper Peninsula is colder. This is because it is farther north. It has much snow. There might be 20 feet of snow in one winter. That is almost enough to cover a house. Most of the Lower Peninsula has less than 5 feet each winter. The Upper Peninsula also has a short season to grow crops. Some crops will not grow well there because it can get so cold. Corn does not grow very well there. Land. Which peninsula has the most land? It is the upper or lower? The answer is lower. It looks like a mitten on the map. It has a lot of land. It could make about 2 1/2 upper peninsulas. Mountains. The Upper Peninsula has the mountains. The land there is the highest. This is where you find Mount Arvon. Mount Arvon is about as tall as 100 houses on top of each other. This seems very tall, but it is small for a mountain. Some mountains in our country are 10 times taller. This peninsula also has the Porcupine Mountains. You will find them about as far west as you can go in our state. They are very close to Lake Superior. The tribes felt the shape looked like a porcupine. Some people call them the Porkies. The Porkies are in a state park. You can drive to the top and see the Lake of the Clouds. The lowest place. The lowest land in Michigan is along the shore of Lake Erie. This is near Monroe. Which part of the state has that area? Check on a map. You will find it far to the southeast. Cities. The Lower Peninsula has more cities, and some of them are quite large. More people live in the Lower Peninsula. Look at the green map chart. Can you think of reasons so many people live in that part of the state? Useful metals. The Upper Peninsula is known for 2 metals. It has copper and iron. Copper is used to make wire to carry electric power. Your house has copper wire. It goes to the plugs where you get power. For a long time, much copper was mined there. The copper brought a lot of people to the area. They started towns around the copper mines. The mines are closed now. The copper is buried deep in the earth. It costs less to mine it in other places. Iron is still mined there. Iron is used to make frying pans, cars, and other products. Your bike is probably made of iron. Nails are made from iron. Many people came to get jobs because there was iron. They worked in the iron mines. Towns grew up around the iron mines. Jobs in the mines brought people north. They went to the Upper Peninsula. They moved there to find work. Without the copper and iron, they would not have gone. No metals are mined in the Lower Peninsula. What is a region? Some people like geography. They study it. They think about the earth. They think about its land and water. They may study a region. A region is an area of land or water. All parts of a region share a feature. The feature can be a natural one or a human one. A road is a human feature. A river is a natural one. Think of regions this way. At your home, your kitchen is one region. Your garage is another. All the things in the kitchen are about food or eating. The garage is for your car. The main feature of the kitchen is food. The main feature of the garage is cars. All of the states that touch the Great Lakes can be part of the same region, the Great Lakes region. These states share the Great Lakes. Which states do you think are in the Great Lakes region? They are Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. The Great Lakes are a natural feature. Each state has some of the same features due to the Great Lakes. As an example, they all have beaches. Let's split Michigan into regions. Can we split our state into two regions? Yes, we can. Each peninsula has its own region. Each one is quite different. The Upper Peninsula has many natural features. It has miles and miles of forests. There are also dozens of lakes. The whole peninsula shares these features. All of the Lower Peninsula share big cities and busy highways. It has many human features. This is how our state can be split into two regions. Think about it, write about it. Name the 3 states that touch Michigan. Number 2. Name the country that is next to Michigan. Number 3. Name the 2 largest cities in our state. Which is nearest to you? Number 4. Why did people move to the Upper Peninsula? Number 5. What is a region? Number 6. How can our state be split into 2 regions? Number 7. What do the states in the Great Lakes region share? Brain stretchers? Compare Michigan's 2 largest cities. Make a graph. Show about how many people live in each place. Be sure to label your graph. Think like a geographer. Make a map of Michigan. Show 2 human characteristics made by people. Also show 2 natural characteristics, things made by nature. Explain this. How has Michigan's geography affected the way people live? Think like a historian. Make a timeline. Show when 3 Michigan cities started. Label each city. Write the date by each city on your timeline.